Hey guys, welcome back to class with Mr. Matt. So today is Wednesday, April 29th, and we're going to do some more letter activities and science activities, but we have a different animal to talk about today. So the animal we're going to talk about today is giraffes. Have you guys seen giraffes maybe at the zoo? Maybe you got lucky enough to feed a giraffe at the zoo. What do you think they look like? Yeah, they have long necks and big legs. Really? Maybe you guys should be teaching me about this stuff. So the facts that Mr. Matt found about giraffes that he wants to share with you guys is, did you know that giraffes are the tallest mammal on Earth? They're the tallest one. They're taller than a basketball hoop, guys. Like, if you try to dunk on a giraffe, they block it every single time. And the other thing is giraffes only need to drink once every few days. So they don't need to get a drink every day like some of the rest of us do. So they get most of their water from the different plants that they eat, okay? So they don't actually have to go and drink just water. But another reason why that is because did you know that giraffes' necks are too short to reach the ground? So their legs are so long, but that they can't get all the way down to all the water. Okay, so they kind of have to spread their front legs apart really funny, and they have to get their neck down, and that's how they get a drink of water. And then the other thing is kind of how we talked about tiger stripes and how they are different to each tiger. A giraffe's spots are different for each giraffe. So another way to tell a giraffe apart is by its spots, because no two giraffes have the exact same spots. So that's all about our giraffes, and we're going to do some more activities, okay? So our activities today is kind of like vocab, okay? So different things that way. So our vocab stuff today, we're going to do some letter tracers that have to do with different zoo animals. So you'll see on your paper that you have some lines with some words that are dotted on them. And also a name spot to write your name at the very top. So the words that we have on here today are elephant and giraffe and kangaroo and lion and zebra. So a bunch of different animals you'd probably see at the zoo if you went. So what you're going to be doing today is you're going to be tracing those letters. Okay, so you'll trace out elephant, and it has 2 of them on there. You'll trace out giraffe that has 2. Kangaroo is on there twice. You'll have lion. Now lion's a short word, so we did that one 3 times. And then you can also trace out zebra twice. And then when you get really, really smart and you're really good at writing those words, you can try to write them on the empty lines below. So if you watch what Mr. Matt did, okay, because Mr. Matt tried to do this activity too, because he wanted to see what you guys were going to be doing. So Mr. Matt did his activity. So we'll pull it up, and we'll see Mr. Matt first, like what you're supposed to do every time. He wrote his name at the very top. And then I follow the dotted lines to do elephant, giraffe, kangaroo, lion, and zebra. Now you'll see I didn't do all of them because I don't want to cheat for you guys. You guys are super smart and can do all that stuff yourself. So those are the ones you're going to trace. Now remember, you follow the dotted lines. Okay, so you want to follow all those dotted lines to make the different letters. And you'll see in elephant you've got the E at the start, like our letter of the week. At the starting of giraffe you have a G. At the starting of kangaroo you have a K. And then lion has the L, and zebra has a Z. So you'll see all those animals for the different vocabulary words we're learning today have all the different letters of the week that they start with. Okay, so you'll trace out all those, and then if you're really, really smart and really, really brave, you're going to try to trace out or write out those words at the bottom all by yourself without any tracer help. Okay, so that's our letter activity for today. Is some vocab with the different animals you might see at the zoo. And we are going to do our next science activity, which is the parts of the savannah. Now, what's a savannah, guys? A savannah is a place where a lot of the animals you might see at the zoo live. So that's where like giraffes and lions and sometimes crocodiles and hyenas and all those kinds of animals, that's where they live. They live in the savannah. Now there's lots of savannah space in Africa. So there's different parts of the savannah, and this is what this next activity is going to do. So you're going to have a paper that looks like this. Okay, and it's going to have a spot at the top for you to write your name, and then it's going to have some words at the bottom you're going to cut out. So at the bottom you're going to cut out those words. So the words are tree, shrub, grass, and water. So you're going to cut those out. After you've got all those cut out, then I want you to color the picture. So color all the water, the trees, and all that other stuff, whatever colors you want to color. Maybe you can get creative and have a super colorful one, or maybe you want to color it the exact colors that they would be. Okay, and then you're going to take all those words and you're going to start gluing them on next to the different parts. Okay, so you'll see Mr. Matt kind of colored some of his stuff, and I glued the word tree that starts with the letter T next to the picture of the tree and the box that was next to it. Now shrub, that's kind of a tricky one because it doesn't sound necessarily like an S, but it's an S sound. So SH says shh. And that is going to go next to the picture of the shrub, the little box. Okay, grass is kind of everywhere, but grass starts with G, and you're going to find a little box that's in the grass, and you're going to glue grass there. And then water. What letter do you think water starts with? W. That's right, guys, W. So that is going to go in the middle of the water, and you're going to glue it there in that box. And then you'll have a picture of savanna with it all labeled out for the different parts that make up a savanna. Savanna has some trees, a lot of shrubs, a whole lot of grass, and sometimes you'll find some water. Okay, so that's a savanna, and that's the different places like you'd find a giraffe. Okay, so we're learning about giraffes, and you'll find giraffes in the savanna wandering around eating all the leaves off of trees, really, because they got those long necks of theirs. Okay, so we have those 2 worksheets for you guys to do today. So have some fun doing that, and maybe you can act like you're a giraffe and try to reach really tall things today, and find all kinds of stuff that you might be able to not normally reach if you weren't super tall like a giraffe. Okay, so hopefully you guys have some fun doing those activities, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow for more activities. All right, guys? So see you later.